Hi friends, welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look at these color pencils. Mont Marte colored pencils. I got them at Marshall's, $16 for a set of 36, and they claim to be artist quality. They're so cute, the giraffe. I love that, the drawing. Now, there were a couple things I didn't like. The first one being that on the swatches, they list at least 6 shades of blue, and in reality, there were only 3. There was a light, a mid-tone, and a dark blue, and that's it. A few greens, a few reds. A couple pencils were broken, like the one I'm showing there. However, they were very easy to sharpen, no problem there. I didn't have any breakage. Breakage? How do you say breakage? Sorry, English is not my first language. Anyways, very soft, but not as pigmented as I was expecting. I am not sure if these are wax or oil-based pencils. I'm guessing wax. They're not too hard to work with. We'll take a look at that. Now, what I'm drawing here, I'm just trying to do a water study with color pencils, which is a first for me. I've done many water studies with paint, but I never did with color pencils before. But lately, I have been into color pencils. So, I don't know. I don't think it came out really bad, but it was not great either. We'll see at the end. And I am doing this study on a Canson mixed media sketchbook. And the reason why I chose this particular paper is because it has a lot of texture. And what I have come to realize with color pencils is that when you work on textured paper, there's a lot more room to build color and to blend. So basically, the more tooth you have, the more chance you have to add layers. At least that's my impression of it. So this is why I chose this paper. It's a little tricky because you get a lot of the paper showing through. You get a lot of like white specks, and in order for that to completely disappear, you either have to burnish or you have to use solvent to blend. In this case, I just wanted to use a pencil, so I did the burnishing thing at the end. And what I'm doing is, like always, I'm gradually building values. So I started with the lightest shade of blue, and I did like all over wash. And with that same blue, I started to establish the direction and the shape of the water, and then I started to build values from there. I went after with with a brown and a darker blue, and then I started to marking where the shadows or the darkest reflections are in the water. And the reason why I wanted to do the water study is because I saw a trailer for a movie, and I'm very excited about it. It's called The Shape of Water, and it's by Guillermo del Toro, and it's the same director that made Pan's Labyrinth. And the movie seems to be like a fairy tale romance type of movie, like on the same lines of Big Fish by Tim Burton, which I adore that movie. So I've been very excited. I can't wait to watch that movie. And The Shape of Water has been in my mind, stuck in my mind, just like the title of the movie. So I was like, well, heck yeah, let's just try to do The Shape of Water. I don't know, it's silly, but anyway, now I am starting back into what we were doing here. I just like talking about movies and books and stuff. I'm back with the darker blue. Like I said, I only have 3 shades of blue. I incorporated some green and gray and white, and to add depth. and I started darkening the drawing gradually. There were many, many layers with a very light hand. Like I always say, that's the best way to go about it. Once you burnish your paper, there's no room to work on top of that. And at this point, I'm just darkening. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to have enough pencil on the paper so that when I burnish at the end, I have enough color to move, to blend. Up at this point, I was already starting to burnish a little bit with the white. I added more green. I added some light blue. I burnished with the light blue as well. I kept darkening the shadows. So that's more or less what I'm doing. I didn't use a photo reference. Like I said, I've done many water studies before with paint. So what I did was I spent some time looking at pictures, random pictures, and then I tried to do this study by memory. I suggest if you're a beginner that you actually use a reference photo and try to, observe that while you're working. I've just been doing things this way lately. I don't know, just for a change, I guess. And this is when I am starting to do like a more hardcore burnishing. I'm pressing harder on the paper. And as you can see, I'm starting to get rid of those white specks, which is the paper showing through. So that's what I'm doing here at the end. Back into the pencils. They work. I like them. I don't love them. I'm not gonna lie. This is an honest review. They weren't as pigmented as they claim to be. I didn't like the fact that the colors on the swatches weren't or did not match with the colors of the pencils that came in the set. And also the other thing I didn't like is the fact that the pencils didn't have the name of the color. $16, that's not a lot of money for a 36 set. However, I find that with even less than that, you can get a set of other pencils that have a little bit of quality. I don't know, it's just my impression. I do have other products from this brand that I enjoy. So in general, it's a good brand, especially if you're on a budget and I don't have a lot of money. They do make other things that are very handy to have. But yeah, there you have it. I think I talked through the whole thing. I don't know. Oh my goodness. And here's a close-up. It's not great, but it was not horrible. To my new subscribers, like always, welcome. I'm very happy to have you. To all of you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.